Hey, John Dorsey here with WorkingOnlineAtHome.com. Today I want to give my P1 traffic machine review by Peter Garrity, something like that. And first off, products. I mean, the theory and the concept behind basically it's a piece of WordPress software that you put in a keyword and then it builds what he calls silo sites, or these other sites that backlink to your own content. It automatically generates the categories, automatically generates the posts, automatically generates the pages, and then it goes out and automatically generates these silo sites that points to your content. Now, without even going any further, if you see my other review videos and other videos, you know how I feel about software like this, and that is basically a ticking time bomb before it becomes practically useless. And this is another example of what I'm talking about, where sure, it'll probably work. I'm pretty sure it works great. It's pretty sure it'll work great for the first 3 months. Problem is, once you have 100, 500, 1,000 some people using this software or doing using this kind of technique, it's not long before it gets shut down. Google gets hyped, or Google gets hip to it and basically shuts it down, or does another algorithm update, or does something to make stuff like this even harder to do. So it's pretty much a waste of time and money, in my opinion, because the way the site is set up, it violates a lot of common practices when it comes to setting up a site. When it sets up your pages, it's not setting up an about page. It's not setting up a privacy policy page. It's not setting up a terms and conditions page. It's not setting up a contact page. It's not set up an affiliate disclaimer page. And these are things that Google put into their quality guidelines that your site. I mean, it's not just Google. This is all these other organizations that say that your site needs to have these things. Basically, avoid being sued or hit with fines. And if we go over to look at Google's own quality guidelines for websites, number one on the list is avoid the following techniques: automatically generated content. What do they mean by automatically generated content? That is text translated by an automated tool without human review or curation before publishing. Text generated through automated processes. Text generated using automated basically text generated using spin techniques, spinning articles. Text generated from scraping RSS feeds or search results. Stitching or combining content from different web pages without adding sufficient value. Now, I can speak on this from personal experience, because 5 years ago I did pretty much all these things with my sites, and you know what happened to those sites? They're basically gone. They basically got shut down because they just didn't work in the long run. All right, so if we look at the bottom here, I mean, without going through the whole list, I just want to skip on the key ones. Another terms, quality guidelines that Google is looking for your site is sending automated queries to Google. That's another abusive technique that they frown on. In the way that I don't know exactly where P1 Traffic Machine gets the content, or or researches the keywords, or does the scraping that it does, but chances are it's Google, because Google has the keyword tools. Google has the information that you need to basically build these sites. That, I mean, if it's going to work, they gotta match up the when they're scraping keywords, is looking at the competition. I'm assuming that it's researching these keywords, and most people do that keyword research using Google search results. So yeah, it's software like this that, yeah, it'll probably work for the first 3 months, if at all, and then after that, so you might make a few $100s for the first 3 months, but after that, those sites basically the software will be useless. The sites that you set up using it will stop making you money, if it made you any money at all. So it's my humble opinion that you shouldn't buy a P1 Traffic Machine for the reasons I stated earlier. But there's a way to build your sites and get backlinks and get the traffic you need and exposure you need without worrying about being penalized and being hit with the Google slap. And it's a new technology that basically will allow you to dominate the search engines penalty free. And at the link below this video, it'll take you to a video that explains the system I'm talking about in more detail. So click the link now, and I want to thank you for checking out my review. This is John Dorsey with WorkingOnlineAtHome.com. Click the link below the video now.